Yo dog, Kenny Boucher here, the Long War, acting substitute host of the Battle Reports, hitting you with another edition of Inside the Mind of a Tournament Player. First ever game done with Rob Baird, the most legendary person and blogger on the internet.
I'm just a man, Kenny.
You're just a dude. Got
it's
it.
Robbie B. I'm playing Warhams. Yay!
Yeah. And you're also breaking out the OG Super Friends, White Scars with Space Wolves. This is not like what everyone else is running these days. Everyone's running the Dark Angels with all the free hit and runs and the 2-up rerollable Jinx saves. This is OG. This is the original gangsters of Super Friends. This is what put it on the map. How you feeling about it?
I'm feeling good. I just wanted to run the Super Friends, and I was just like, well, it's a local tournament. I don't have to worry about too much craziness. We'll just have some fun.
Visibilities, there's no visibility. There's no 2-up rerollables. You just got good old funeral pains and 2-up saves and lookout sirs. No void shield generators. You're just coming in hot, and you're playing against good friend of the show, the most legendary Khorne Daemonkin player on Earth, in my opinion. Good old Horton.
Definitely one of the best for sure.
Yeah, and he's rocking his 2.0 improved list. He's got double Bloodthirsters, Core Packs, MSU City. He has power, speed, ability to score objectives. He's got a really solid army. How do you feel about your chances going in?
I got the Shield Eternal, man. That's all I need.
Yo, the shield that protects. I had many games against my friend Horton with Super Friends versus Khorne back in the day where that Shield Eternal got me out of situations.
Just got to roll sixes, dog.
Yo, seriously, I won games because I couldn't fail a 3-up save. But anyway, before we jump right into this battle report, I want to remind everybody to check out the longwar.net. That is your home of the battle reports and exclusive and early access to all our videos. If you want to see these battle reports 2 weeks early, if you want to see our tutorials, our tips and tactic videos, our unboxing videos, you want to see some exclusive webcasts and after hours podcasting recordings that we don't show to anyone in the world, please check it out. It's a free trial for a week, and it's only $5.99 a month. Anyway, let's jump right into this. Here we go, Rob. Game one of a 2-part series with you, playing against our good friend Horton. How are you feeling about Horton going first against you, scouting up all those hounds?
Well, that's actually what I wanted, because I figured me dictating the battle by assaulting him, or being able to assault him, was better than him assaulting me with who knows how many squads of flesh hounds.
Not to mention, we're talking about objectives and kill points. So going second is going to be probably a huge boon for you in this game versus this many MSU units employed by Horton.
Yeah, I think going second in any objective-based mission is a good idea, just in general.
Especially if you can do it safely, which in this scenario, you absolutely are safely going second.
Yeah, I saw no drawback to it, because I was like, you won't be able to assault me. You're going to move up. I'm going to be able to assault you and maybe punch through. When I saw I was able to assault 2 units up there, I figured it was closer up there than it was at the bottom of the screen. So I was like, you know what? I'm going after these 2 units. I'm going to try to punch through.
Yeah, no doubt. It looks like, obviously he's trying to stop you from punching through, but going to the top left flank by the vagina lava formation, I think gives you an advantage for hitting running later to get away from those Bloodthirsters that are still in the air.
Well, what I liked about the positioning of his Bloodthirsters, he tried to, kind of spread them out so they could go either way. But by doing that, I would be able to isolate at least one of them for my hit runs back to a corner. Yeah,
absolutely. And that's a good play. And I can see he's spreading out the backfield. Look at the orientation of his bikes. Looks like they're waiting for your outflankers to come in. And he looks like he's got 2 objective secure Bloodletter units inside of those fast attack rhinos trying to make plays on objectives.
Yeah, I can't say, it's a great tactic for the Khorne Daemonkin, and I can't say I don't blame him either. But then again, I have 2 rhinos of my own full of troops and scouts that are coming on from outflank. So I have the opportunity to be able to maybe punch one of those back corners too. And he knows it.
Looks like you got 5 scouts deployed on objective on the far left, and we're waiting for Blood Claws to come in and outflanking rhinos and scouts still. So you have plenty of distraction elements for him to keep him occupied in his own backfield.
Yeah, he had to worry about it, which was kind of nice. Not that he could have put more things on the line right now anyways, because they just wouldn't fit. But, as I start to take out some of those squads, getting a brief reprieve and opening up assaulting avenues to the Bloodthirsters would be great for me.
It looks like you failed to hit and run here.
I did.
To escape. That's not too bad because he still can't charge you with those Bloodthirsters because they just finally landed. So the Super Friends are not too worried about getting charged by a bunch of dogs and bikes. They're literally going to force you to take 2 up saves, look out sirs. They're not going to do much damage, and they're going to give you an opportunity to rack up the kill points.
Yeah, you know, and I think this was part of his plan too, was he's just trying to get blood points, and I'm like, well, either way, you know, the mission is kill points. I'm not too worried about it, so I tried to whittle down and focus on as many of the same squads as I could, given my positioning.
Absolutely, and so far so good. The Super Friends are doing what they do. This older format of Super Friends with white scars and space wolves. This isn't the new Dark Angels Thunderdome list with automatic hit and runs. But at least you do have a couple of relics in there that give you some boosts, like Fleet, etc. But it's not anything close to automatic hit and run.
Well, to be quite honest, being able to fleet, had the ability to fleet even for the bikes, you know, with that one relic, the Eagle Banner or whatever it is.
Yeah,
that was advantageous to me, even be able to get to that assault. And I think Khorne might have underestimated that, actually.
Yeah, no doubt. And also it gives you Furious Charge, so that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
You have Strength 5 impact hits and Furious Charge. You do a lot of damage. So it looks like you're pre-measuring assaults, trying to get those rhinos in, forcing those dogs to go out of position to assault a rhino. And you're just preparing for the backfield while the Super Friends prepare to hit and run this turn so that those Bloodthirsters can't assault you next turn.
Yep, I'm just trying to wait and see what happens. You know, just knock down as much as I can, bounce out, and then pick on one of those Bloodthirsters, hopefully.
Yeah, it looks like if you go top left after this consolidation move, it looks like it'll be impossible for Bloodthirsters to really interact with you. So
yeah, well, how
does that hit and run go for you?
Well, as you can see, I'm consolidating in. I rolled a 6.
Sometimes you just got to pray for a 6 on a hit and run. So now these Bloodthirsters are going to like corner some of your favorite characters and possibly kill Chapter Master here, and even maybe one of your Coming to the Great Wolf characters that has to issue challenges.
I was a little frustrated because I was like, well, I have to issue a challenge with one of my Iron Priests, probably.
Yeah, it looks like that Iron Priest has no way to not get D'd.
Well, to be honest, I think I issued it with the one of the wolves that were a
yeah, but still, if he gets like 5 hits, kills the wolf, then it just does strength 10 kills through. Yeah, literally kills them all. So it looks like he's blood tied in some good old juggernauts, and he's bringing in those flesh hounds to assault that rhino, and that's usually easy tasks. 5 flesh hounds almost always kill a rhino.
Yeah, he I was kind of worried about it at first. I was like, well, I kind of misjudged their exact distance of being able to catch me. But then he starts to move his stuff up, and I was like, well, we're gonna have to hold the line here. Might not be able to go back there after his objectives after all. But you know, that's fine. If I can just hold this combat, not lose as much stuff, bounce out. You know, I could start maybe focusing on one particular area with the Super Friends, or at least keep that rhino from jumping in the corner.
No, if you can hit runs out, go top, go right, crush out a rhino and gut his backfield, that'd be huge. And also, you didn't take as many casualties this turn as I was expecting, so this is a good opportunity to hit and run out finally to get a successful hit and run.
The Chapter Master held strong, like him and doing his thing, and then, well, as expected, the Bloodthirster went through. So now we're at another hit and run. And I rolled so bad. I rolled like a 3, and I didn't realize that there was one little hound behind that center of the Bloodthirster. And I'm like, well, I got to go straight towards, you know, the top of the board. And then I'm like, wait, I didn't even roll enough. I can't
no one can clear the combat and be outside of an inch of their enemy, so you're stuck.
And I'm like, oh, this is disconcerting. I am about to lose more things now because, again, I have to challenge. And again, one, if not both, the Bloodthirsters are just going to ricochet through the Space Wolf elements.
Yeah, absolutely. So, fortunately, though, it looks like those Flesh Hounds did not kill the Rhino, and he is still holding elements back in his backfield in anticipation for your outflankers. And still, your White Scars Rhino has not outflanked. It looks like your scouts came in, and it looks like you're getting your Blood Clouds out to start firing shots at those Juggernauts of Khorne. It looks like you're damaging them. It looks like they're all down to 1 wound after the shooting phase.
They were. I concentrated fire on them. I knew it was just going to be a problem that I'd have to deal with, but I was basically trying to lure them out, you know, and get them with the blood claws possibly. Pretty much the dream of going after his backfield is dead at this point. So I just need to hold my. I need to not lose as much stuff now and hold my backfield.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like he is doing work with those Bloodthirsters. Yeah, it looks like you're just getting just, you know, totally whittled down here.
I mean, there's no way around it. Like it's just getting brutalized by those bloodthirsters, and there's not much you can do. And then once he starts smelling blood, he's moving up the bikers, he's moving up the rhino into my backfield. So
yep, he's got those objective secure bloodletters in that rhino coming for your objective in the backfield. While he left one unit in the backfield, and he brought up a fast attack rhino on the bottom of the screen. So looks like he is feeling really confident about taking out those scouts against your board edge. And it looks like he's probably going to attack the scouts, which are objective secure, and on the top left objective, and ignore the blood claws, which are not objective secure.
Yep, that's pretty much a good point. So I've got 2 squads of scouts that are objective secured, and there's one blood crusher that just knocked them down in 2 squads. But remember, there's still only a wound on that blood crusher at the very bottom of the screen. There's 1 wound left, so I just got to get lucky, and he's got to fill his dirty demon save, and I'll. Yep. No
doubt, but looks like he didn't even kill all the scouts. So what happened there was your scouts broke. I think you got one tucked back into that rhino that has 1 hull point left.
Yeah, I was like, well, I got 1 left. I got to do something with it. I got to protect him. So got him in a rhino. Brought on the White Scars rhino to hold that objective there. So it doesn't matter what he's going to do with that fast attack. Nothing can hold it. Even if you blow up the rhino, 10 dudes are going to get out. They're going to have a hard time.
Yeah, 10 Marines in there that have hit and run that you have to grind through. So I think the Bloodthirsters are going to finish off the Super Friends, practically finish them off here. And they're going to consolidate toward that center objective. But
I'm pretty sure he got 8 kill points off the Super Friends.
Yes. So he's making plays. Looks like he's coming in, trying to take an objective. You still have objective secure unit alive there in the top left. Looks like he can't get to your objective in the bottom. Looks like he's going to be holding 2 objectives on his side of the table. So right now, it's going to be about who can get to that center objective, because it's going to be a contested. Actually, it's going to be a contested objective on the left, an owned objective on the bottom. 2 owned on the top right. So you're going to need to snake out that center objective somehow.
Yeah, I have to take the center objective, or else I lose kill point or lose objectives, and I do with the rhino with the scout in it.
Yeah, because
I didn't roll a 1 this time.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like you're able to keep everyone alive back in the field. Looks like you're able to tie him on objectives, and I think that you tied him on kill points too.
Yeah, pretty much right down the line, we tied on everything. And to be honest, that's a great result for things going sideways as much as I can. I was able to hold on, with that.
Yeah, that's a huge win. That's a huge win to pull out a tie against an army that forced you to be in situations you didn't want to be in the whole game. You lost the entire Super Friends, and he has an MSU army with strong elements still. He definitely had you outpowered there at the end, but through perseverance, making the best decisions with the tools you have throughout the turns of the game, you were able to pull out a tie. Because you got First Blood and he got Warlord, no one got Linebreaker.
Yep, it was, it was a hard-fought battle. It's going to be one I definitely remember for a while. That was a great game.
Congratulations, my man. Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. Thelongwar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.